So I found out you guys wanted to talk to me together as a team. Yes. And so who do we have here? Who's our team?
Louis.
And Brianna.
There you go. Louis and Brianna. Are they not the cutest? They're a couple. And they met actually 9 years ago today. So we've got a lot to celebrate, yes. Right? So who said hello to who first? Like, did you wink at each other? I want to know that love story.
Louis was...
No, I saw her. Okay. I can still see it in my mind, her walking into the bar. And I didn't know that she actually was with my brother's girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
And I said, I have to go and talk to her.
Wow.
And I saw her, and I watched her sit at the bar, and I walked up to her, and I charmed her, obviously.
He complimented my necklace. That was the first thing, and then I was swooned. Yeah. It was just...
That was it.
Yeah, talk about love at first sight. Yeah. And that's how I kind of felt when I walked into your studio, because it was like love at first sight. It's beautiful, but it has so much rich depth and meaning here, right? It's a magical place. So, Louis, let's talk about your childhood. What does this building mean to you?
Well, my grandfather owned this building for 45 years. So I was in and out of here when I was a little kid. And I really connected with my grandfather after I dropped out of college, and I came here, and he wanted to help me figure out what to do with my life. Mm-hmm. And he pushed me to go into art, which is how I ended up in art school. Mm-hmm. And after he passed away, unfortunately, this building was sold, but I couldn't let it go. So I wanted to stay here. I turned this into my studio. And I kept all of his woodworking equipment. I kept all of his photography equipment.
You were here.
Yeah. And
you were here. Yeah. So, and in this building is where you decided a few years ago to start this gorgeous business that you have together. Mm-hmm. So you preserved, I think it was the first thing you did was you were trying to save a bouquet when you were like around 15, or your pressed flower that your grandmother said, oh, but just press it in a book. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you preserved your own bouquet. And then what happened? Somebody asked you to do theirs.
Yeah, well, I always had, this obsession for pressing flowers once I learned how. And my family, everybody was getting married, and my cousin had asked me to preserve her bouquet and turn it into something beautiful that they could have, and I said yes, and word spread, and everybody wanted me to press their bouquets, and that's kind of how this exploded, and it just grew into this business that we get to, do together, and we just love it. Yeah.
I think that your business kind of says a lot about who you are as people too, which is why I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about your backstory. It's because what you do for a living is really preserving the sentimental moments, those magical moments, right, that might be fleeting, right? But yet they have the essence of the beauty of that moment that you've preserved. So people come to you with wedding bouquets, but also funeral mementos and things like that. You have a long list of people that you've helped, right? And to make a memory for them.
Right, the most beautiful memories. And there's no sentimental moment that's too small, from a first birthday to your wedding bouquet to the last flowers at a goodbye. Like, they're all so sentimental to the families that we're creating these heirlooms for. And we find that in every single one of them. And it's so special that we're trusted with these flowers, and we make the most beautiful things out of them.
You certainly do. Your work is extraordinary. And with your art background, with your crafty art background, but you also have a team now. It's grown tremendously. So from the moment that somebody can bring their bouquet up the steps, right? Like, they could mail it in, but a lot of times people in this whole tri-state area, they just drive their flowers to you, right? And then let's walk through the process. Like, it was like a little tour, because we are going to take a tour. So,
Donna,
okay.
If you were bringing us this bouquet, we can walk you kind of through what you can expect if these were your flowers.
Really? Oh, that's fresh flowers?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so beautiful. All right, let's go.
We will start by deconstructing the bouquet. So we'll cut off any flowers. Okay. So today we'll start with the roses. And
okay, so now is there a certain place where I'm supposed to snip?
From the base of the rose.
The base, okay, underneath.
I'll take the microphone
Okay,
from you if
great.
you want.
Here we go. Okay, so I just take it out and snip
You can just
Yeah, just snip it right from there. Yep. There you go.
Step one. Okay, that part I got. Okay, now what do I do?
Now we're going to carefully peel off the petals of the rose.
Okay.
You can go from the base of the petal and just lightly.
Oh, okay, like artichoke.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll put them on each sheet of our paper.
Okay. Wow,
It just
it's
takes
not
a
as
little more
easy
power,
to be
yeah.
perfect. It's not easy to be perfect because you don't want to tear them, right?
Yes.
Right.
It's like I'm holding my breath as if I'm exercising in an exercise class. I'm like, oh my goodness, because it's stressful. Okay, but obviously you're good at this. This is what you do.
Yes, you just want to be
Okay.
able to have a little bit of delicacy, but like a grip with the flower.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so then, oh, that one I did really well.
Yeah.
They're good.
Okay,
They're
so
perfect.
once you get the rhythm, you do a little bit
Yep.
better. And so this part is you're layering these. So
Yes.
tell me about this process.
And then over time, the gravity will allow it to flatten, and each petal will be perfectly pressed.
Lovely. Is that like an overnight process?
No, it takes about 2 months for the process. Yeah, it's definitely not overnight. 3, yeah. But
Step
it's worth
one
it.
is 3 months,
It's
okay?
worth it.
You need patience to be an artist in this shop. You really do. So patience.
Patience, yeah.
Patience. Cool.
That's number one.
All right, and here we are in step 2. I'm Donna and you are?
I'm Raven.
Hi, Raven. Very nice to meet you. Okay, so now after 3 months of step 1, these are now dry.
Yes.
Dry enough
dry
to
flowers.
go to the next step. What is the next step?
So right when the flowers come out, they come in the sheets that they were pressed in. And when we put them back together, we kind of want to make it easier for ourselves. So we put them in like one sheet for each color or flower type.
Okay.
So right here is,
Now, were these like white roses?
yeah, these were white roses. Just kind of like earlier, but
Okay.
in
They're
white.
beautiful.
Yeah. And then you just kind of want to put them together in one.
Oh, and I see another
Oh.
flower underneath there. What is that one
Yes.
down under there?
So then we run into a new flower. This is
Okay.
a carnation. Looks like a dark burgundy. And we would just start a new layer.
Okay. And so if that has dark burgundy underneath it, then you're going to shake that on that.
Yes.
And if not, you'll start a new layer.
Exactly.
Well, this is fun. It's like discovery game. It's like, I don't know. Let's see. We did. Okay, so let me see. May I try?
Yes. Of
Okay,
course.
let's see. I don't want to mess this up.
One sheet.
Okay, hold on. You hold the mic.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and the idea is to take these petals and gently kind of shimmy, shake them into this page.
Yes.
I'm a little nervous, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, Raven.
You got it.
Gentle.
Yes.
You guys are laughing at me. I'm trying my best. Okay.
No, you're doing
I'm
well.
going to leave it to the pro. Okay, here, Raven,
Okay.
you finish it up. All right, there you go. That's step 2.
There is one other part to our step 2 process, which is when our clients order something that's going to be placed in resin, which is the 3D version of a preserved flower. So what you just saw are the flower presses, but what we have is also something called silica,
Okay.
which I can take you back over here. We're going to dig through this sand and you're going to discover something that's like a historic gem. It's all preserved flowers in here that are being, dried out in this silica.
And how long does it take to dry in silica?
Same amount of time. So we leave
3 months?
all of our flowers in the drying
Wow,
phase
guys.
for 3 months. This ensures that every single ounce of moisture, as you saw in those perfectly white petals,
Yes.
they need that amount of time. If you
Okay.
don't leave the flowers in the drying sand or in the press long enough, you're going to run into mold eventually in the preservation process when it comes time to placing it in its final.
You guys are like the master artist at this. I'm realizing that at this company is that you developed your own process.
So a mum is so delicate, and you just let all the sand kind of fall out. And any petals that fall off, if it's crucial for the flower, we'll glue that petal back on.
Okay.
That is actually a much bigger flower, so it's
Okay,
big
so
petals
how about
down
this
there.
little one right
Yeah,
here?
so you can take that out.
This one?
Yeah. And it's just like sand. and it dries out the flowers beautifully. That's a straw flower, so it actually starts a little dry anyway in its fresh form.
Well, that's why I picked the safe.
Yeah, so
I was like, oh, I think I know that one's.
but this is a carnation. It's one of the most popular flowers that most people have. You know, if you buy flowers from the store or any arrangement, there's usually carnation in there. It's a very meaningful flower.
Okay, now these three-dimensional ones are the ones that are going to be
In resin.
Now, all of the frames are handmade, which also goes back to generations of craftsmen in this family.
Right.
So nice.
It's a very special
Hi,
process.
I'm Donna. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Anthony.
Hi, Anthony. I love the way this smells in here. I'm like definitely into like wood and it smells good there and out here. Everything's like lovely. Okay, so what do we have here, guys? You guys are brothers, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yay.
We're brothers. And one of the special things about how we do the preservations and make the keepsakes is the frames, because these frames were designed by me here. It's very, very simple frame, but it allows us to have access to the flowers even after they're assembled. So if somebody wants to change their frame, or if they want their flowers cleaned or color enhanced later on down the line, 10 years from now, if they notice that some of their color has faded out of their flowers, they want to bring it back here and have Brianna color enhance them, we can easily take the frame apart, get the flowers out, color enhance them, and put them back in.
Nice. So you have mitered corners. Like, is this pine? What are you building with?
Yeah, this is pine.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all mitered, and they're put together with screws for easy access.
Okay.
Some of our clients request that I cover the screws,
With wood putty or something?
Yeah,
or-
which
right?
I easily do, but I think of it kind of like as a signature thing for us. And they get finished per order. So each frame is made per order. We don't make huge batches of frames and have them sitting somewhere. Once the flowers come out of preservation, I take the frame order, I give it to Anthony, and we make every single frame per order. They're
Really?
one at a time.
It's like a restaurant. Do you see what I'm saying? Like your order is ready, right? And I did notice it had some different finishes. Like you have different colors, white, black.
Yeah, we have dark wood, the raw wood finish, white, black, and gold.
And then it is assembled into a finished frame. Voila.
So the next step in the preservation process before design, after you saw Raven consolidating all of those pressed petals, we have my design assistant Pia here, who is reconstructing all of those flower petals back to become flowers once again.
Okay. So you need to know, I guess, the structure of how the real flower goes together in order to put the big pieces and then the little pieces and then layer them. Is that a pansy? What is that back there?
That's a rose.
It is a rose.
Yeah, these three are all different colors of rose petals.
Gorgeous. And what is this one?
This is a peony. This is probably one of my favorites to do because it's kind of like there's a kind of a set formula for each flower, but I think with the peony you can kind of have a lot of fun with it because it's supposed to look very whimsical.
What are you creating here? This is lovely.
So right now what I'm creating is a design out of all these dried and reconstructed flowers that we have put through our process. And I am creating the design based on the client's bouquet. We do pretty detailed documenting of the flowers when they come in so that we can recreate these designs as accurately as possible to, with some artistic liberty, but we like to place flowers where they were in the bouquet. We like to make them look as accurate. This is kind of like a bird's eye view. It's one of the styles that we offer here.
Okay. I actually like that a lot.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's meant to
really
look,
pretty.
meant to be like as if you're from the bride's perspective looking down.
Aww.
Yeah, and we don't do just wedding flowers here, but it is the bulk of the work that we do.
Okay.
very detailed client portal questionnaire that every single client fills in. And in that questionnaire, there's a very specific question that we ask that asks our clients, do you have any sentimental flowers in your bouquet? Just like the yellow rose for you. A lot of our clients, one that stands out for me in particular, is a bride that had lilies in her bouquet that represented her grandmother. It might have been her name, it might have just been a flower that she associated with her grandmother who couldn't be there on her wedding day. And so when it comes time to do the design, I want to make sure that those lilies are standing out, that they look beautiful, and every time she looks at her artwork, she feels that every single time. So my amazing assistants, they help me prepare our designs. Charlie will, leave his designs for me on our design rack, and I grab them one at a time. I review them. I look over our client's questionnaire and their wedding photos, and I make the final, gluing of every single flower that is put on the glass. And so I'm right now the last eyes that make sure every single piece of the flower arrangement is just right. And once it's ready, it gets glued and it's sent on its way to be cleaned and framed. Coral Charm Peony. The fresh version of this flower, it's very vibrant, it's very pink. When it's dried, a lot of that color is kind of soaked out of it. So over the last year, as soon as I had my son, I came right back into the studio and I perfected a technique to bring color back into the flowers. So what you see here in this tray are the color enhanced version of this flower.
Okay.
That way our clients, when they're looking at their bouquet, it looks exactly the way that it did when it was fresh.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Now, do you suggest that maybe every 5 years they come back to you, every decade? I know you haven't been in business that long, but
so in resin, essentially they should never change. Okay. Once they are airbrushed, they should never be they're painted.
So this is an opportunity. This is a choice then.
Yes, it is a choice. Some clients prefer the natural things that happen to the flowers as they dry. Some clients really want that vibrancy back in, those colors that are lost. Some white flowers turn yellow. This is an example of a before and after.
That's a calla lily?
Yeah, this is a calla lily.
Ding, 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 ding. I like when I get those the quizzes.
Normally they're fresh, they're white, they're bright, and in the drying phase they turn a little bit yellow. They have somewhat of a green tone to them. So I airbrush them and I make them bright and white again so that once they're back in the resin, they look exactly as they did when they were fresh.
You have no idea. I'm really hard to surprise because I'm super intuitive, and I had no idea.
No.
No, I'm like, maybe. Yeah, you got me. The idea of wanting to have something like this happen for you, just make it so. Give them a call. They will work with you and somehow figure out a way, even if you're like across the country, overnight those flowers, and let's make it happen. Thanks for watching.